What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Tuesday, May 12th. Now, we have to talk about Dog Bitcoin's price because it is down 11% in the past 24 hours, but it was completely engineered. I'm going to share with you proof and why. So what we're going to look into is why dog price is down. Well, it's because it's what's going on off-chain. And when I say off-chain, only within exchanges, which none of us can see what's going on behind closed doors. It's very different from what we're seeing on-chain. On-chain, we actually see that retail is not selling, long-term holders remain at 80%, and even the Binance linked wallets have not triggered any red flags. It's kind of crazy how this event is actually happening, why dog price is down along with the memecoin market, right before the Senate Banking Committee is about to announce if they're going to mark up the Clarity Act bill, which moves to the Senate floor if approved. And also we're going to be talking about other things around this news. So let's get right into it. Let's debunk all this. So smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's go and look down to where the trading volume is occurring the most. Now, down below, it looks like it's still pretty high. BitGet, Gate.io, MEXC, and Kraken. As usual, Gate.io is usually the top leader in terms of trading volume along with BitGet. These are the two that I always focus on. But before we begin, I do want to share with you a major giveaway. Now today, starting today up until next Tuesday, we're doing a Dog of Bitcoin Silver Medallion giveaway. Now this coin, the Silver Medallion, was created by C2 Blockchain, and we're giving it away to one winner. Now how do you participate? So all you have to do is follow the C2 Blockchain account. You also need to follow my account on X. And last but not least, step 2. All you need to do is just join my X subscription. As you can see, if you go to my X channel or my X page, you'll see this little pink icon. You click on that, you join it for $1, and you enter to win this $699 valued silver medallion. I look forward to announcing that winner next Tuesday, and so make sure to follow these steps. This is an absolute steal for just $1. Wow, I can't wait. Now, let's look into what's going on with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's down 1.76%. That's it. It's not really changed. It's still around the $80,000 range and higher. Now, most altcoins have reacted because of some news, but I want to factor in the meme coin sector because the meme coin sector is actually pretty down. Now let's go ahead and scroll into what are the blue chip meme coins reacting to what's going on in the market. So right now you can see that Pepe is down 5.75, Bonk down 7.52, Pudgy Penguins the exact same amount, SPX 7.12, Farcoin's down 10%. Let's go and scroll over to where Dog Bitcoin is down 11%. Now this is not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to share with you why. Now look at the meme coin sector, okay? So this was the meme coin sector yesterday at May 11th, which was Monday. Then all of a sudden the whole meme coin sector took a plummet. Now what's really interesting is that yesterday on May 11th, I noticed something. So Dog was roughly above a 90 million market cap, and then there was this triggered event. When the price started to go down for Dog, roughly around 89 million, I noticed that most of these other wallets that were triggering that kind of sell-off event was due to two different wallet addresses, right? There's the Binance Ordinal hot wallet, and then there were two other OKX addresses that were linked to none other than Intermediary wallet number 1, and this is a financial bridge. But notice that the long-term holders didn't change. It's still 80%. And also, there's not really much transfers between the different linked wallets from, market makers to whale wallets. There's not really much action, okay? That's really important. I'll bring that up later. But I want to talk about this Intermediary wallet number 1 that I just brought up in the previous slide. Now, 3 weeks ago, check this out. 3 weeks ago, this specific wallet received funds from the Binance Ordinal hot wallet 4 times and once from 2 different wallets from OKX. And basically, it was funding this wallet. And this wallet was created on September 21st of 2025. There are no coincidences why the specific wallet is tied into the Dog price and is linked to Binance and OKX. But why is Dog price even reacting even more volatile? Well, think of it like this. So yesterday, we just found out that the US Senate has advanced Kevin Warsh, which we know is a favorite of President Trump. Because this guy, President Trump, wants somebody who's going to cut rates. And so Kevin Warsh most likely could do that. But all of a sudden, we're seeing some news as of today because the US CPI inflation data rose much higher than expected. When it was originally forecast to be 3.7, it was actually 3.8. So this means that maybe there could be less of a chance of a rate cut happening in June. So with that said, I mean, there's other news going on, right? What about the Clarity Act that's going to be voted on this Thursday? Because just yesterday, we saw that the Senate Banking Committee released their version of the Clarity Act. And what are some things in this that could maybe prevent it from going forward? Well, I actually don't think it could be prevented. That's just my personal opinion, because the banks ended up winning. Remember, the banks are the reason why the Clarity Act couldn't move forward, because what they see is that customers can earn interest with USDC and USDT, which is much higher than what people earn from having their money deposited in a bank. Remember, you can earn up to like 1 to even 3% in stablecoin rewards if you just keep your USDC or USDT on Coinbase or any other exchange. But versus a bank, if you keep your money there, you don't earn really any interest. In fact, the only interest you earn is 0.001 or 2%. It's like barely anything. And by the way, banks are greedy and corrupt. They lend your money out to other people, they borrow your money while they make money off of you. It's completely unfair. And this is why it's unfair within this Clarity Act, because I mean, if anything, stablecoins are actually going to fall more in favor for the banks than exchanges. So in a way, they won in this specific area. But overall, I mean, in terms of the Clarity Act right now, it looks pretty good. We're actually seeing that Brian Armstrong is meeting up with some of the Senate banking committees right now in Washington. So I think that this is actually quite interesting. This could be very positive, and I actually think that this could actually be marked up to be passed very soon. Now, with that said, why is dog price going down? So this is what I noticed as of today. Now, all of the trading volume that's happening on-chain is very minimal. What do I mean by minimal? Look at this. Like, say, for instance, we saw a bunch of dog tokens flow into BitGet, roughly around 42 million. But remember, in US dollars, that's only like, I don't know, 38 to like $40,000. That's not a lot, okay? Even with the amount of outflows and inflows, it doesn't really reflect of what's going on with the dog price. Even with the long-term holders still remaining, as of this morning, 80%. So what you're seeing with the dog price right now isn't happening on-chain. It's happening off-chain. So this is the thing about centralized exchanges. So because order books are so thin for dog, meaning because there's not a lot of liquidity flow going back and forth between exchanges, it doesn't take that much to change the dog price. So remember, we saw not too long ago, someone bought roughly around 140,000 or 130,000 US dollars worth of dog on Unisat, and that pumped the dog price up significantly from where it was right over here to all the way up to around 94 million, and now we're just back down to exactly where we were before that whale bought on Unisat. So this is nothing changed. This is nothing new. So I wouldn't really be shaken up by what's going on with the whole Senate Banking Committee releasing their version of the Clarity Act, and also Kevin Warsh being the new Fed chair replacing Jerome Powell. This is all a coordinated event, and I can even share with you what's going on-chain right now. So this is basically dog Bitcoin on-chain. Nothing's really changing. I'm not seeing, $100,000. I'm seeing everything in like 6,000, 100, 400, maybe even 4,000. Nothing's really happening on-chain. So that's why when I'm looking at the dog price is being manipulated by what's going on off-chain within the exchanges. I mean, look at the entire Memecoin sector. It's all in red. You see that SPX is also down 7%, Penguin down 6%. So all this is happening right before the Clarity Act being marked up, hopefully on Thursday. There could be some setbacks, we don't exactly know. But to me, I actually feel very positive about this. I'm actually very glad that we actually see a pullback. And why is that? I was actually getting very nervous that the dog price is going up because we haven't seen the Clarity Act passed yet. I was actually nervous that the dog price was going to continue to go up and that the Clarity Act would be a sell the news event, meaning basically maybe the Clarity Act wouldn't be marked up by the Senate Banking Committee and it would never move to the Senate floor until later in June, and that we would see a massive red candle that we see today. But because we see a red candle today, 2 days prior to the Thursday voting for the Clarity Act, I actually think that this is very positive. So to me, in my personal opinion, my position, I'm actually going to be buying more right here. That's my personal position as of today. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is completely manipulated. You can even see within TradingView, dog price is still within the 50-day moving average, right above it. So nothing has changed. Actually, this red candle replicates what we saw back over here, and it was never the end. And as you can see, the 50-day moving average is still curving up, and the 200-day moving average is still curving down. Eventually, at some certain point, there's going to be a huge crossover. What we need to see the dog price above the 200-day moving average, which is above 100 million market cap. Once dog price gets above the 200-day moving average, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a very, very fun event. Until then, Because dog price is down, you already know long-term holders are not shaken up. They know exactly what to do. This is the time to dog cost average, aka dollar cost average. This is the time to do it. So with that said, I am so glad I was able to report this video, guys and girls. I know dog price and market cap can be very misleading, but I'm so glad to share with you on-chain versus off-chain data, just given the coincidence of all this happening right before Thursday's Clarity Act vote. So before we end it off, remember the giveaway for the dog Bitcoin Silver Medallion is happening right now. Make sure to follow C2 Blockchain, follow my X account, join my X subscription for just $1, and we will announce a winner next Tuesday on May 19th. Make sure to join this. This is going to be an absolute great value, a value of $699 of this Bitcoin Silver Medallion of Dog. So let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, C2 Blockchain and Trucker Biff. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog of the Moon. Till then, see you guys, girls, next time.